Hello, Perfect Beauties. My name is Daisy, and I'm going to be telling you about the story about the guy who never called me back, okay? Now, what guy would never call me back? So, you guys know that I am single, and I have been dating for quite a bit of time now, and so my friend was like, hey, I know the perfect guy to set you up with, and I was like, okay, tell me about him. And so basically, he looked really good on paper. He basically like fit all my criteria that like you can check off, and I was like, wow, this guy sounds so great, like why is he still single? And she said, well, you know, he's still single because he has really like exceedingly high expectations of like, you know, how pretty his like girlfriend should be, and like, and you're really pretty, Daisy, so like you would be perfect for him. So I was like, okay, like whatever. And then usually I always ask everybody like, what is the worst thing about this person? Not because I want to be negative, but I think it does reveal a lot about who you are. And so I said, yeah, what's like the worst thing about this guy? Like I should know him. And she said, well, you know, he's like kind of superficial, and like, you know, he just looks like at the outside appearance of a lot of things, and that's why he's still single, and he has such high expectations in terms of what his future girlfriend should look like. So I was like, okay, you know, like everyone has their bad things. Like my worst thing about myself is like I am way too straightforward and honest, and sometimes I need to have some more tact when I talk. So we go on this date, and it's not like amazing, but it's not like terrible. It's kind of like eh. But I would have thought that like the date went well enough that we would have a second date, simply because I felt like me and him were very like similar in terms of background, upbringing, where we want to go in life. And we also have like, you know, this mutual friend who like set us up, and like other mutual friends. So I just felt like it might warrant a second date, but he never called me back, and he never asked me out again. And yeah, and the reason why he didn't call me back is because I am not pretty enough for him, because that is what his friend said, and there was nothing that I felt like could have happened that made him not want to hang out with me again, except for the fact that when he saw me, I was not I was not like what he thought was like pretty enough. And you know, I was like upset about it for like an hour. You know, I'm like now at the age where like I am so much like more secure in myself, and I think a lot of it has to do with me being able to be very successful on my own terms, and doing it kind of on my own, and being very confident with it. But you know, when I was a lot younger, I was like insecure a lot of times, and when I would go on a date with a guy when I was younger, I would have to make sure that like, you know, I had my makeup on, my favorite foundation. Like it had to be my favorite foundation. Like I could not go on a date without like wearing my best foundation, my HG foundation. I'd have to like roll my skin the night before, and like I would have to like, you know, like make sure I wear a push-up bra, and like I wore like my favorite jeans and like heels and stuff like that. But now I even go on dates and I wear absolutely no makeup, and you know, sometimes because it's like I'm too busy to put on makeup, or like I kind of want to know like, will a guy still like me even if I don't wear makeup? Like if he still likes me when I don't wear makeup, then that's good, because that is what you're gonna wake up to. Yeah, he didn't call me back, and I was kind of upset because I was like, well, you know, I looked nice, I put an effort. Like when I went on the date, I actually made an effort to look nice because I wanted to show respect for my friend, and like, you know, she showed him pictures of me, so I didn't want to look too different from the pictures. But I was like, well, I don't think I could have done anything differently to make myself prettier that day. And I just felt really bad for thinking that way. Like, you know, he doesn't like me, and I know he doesn't like me, or he doesn't want to like me, or he doesn't want to get to know me because I'm not pretty enough for him. And you know what? If that's the way it is, that's just the way it is. And there's nothing I can do to make myself be more attractive to him, right? Like, you know, like what? Like, does he want someone who's like 10 pounds thinner, 20 pounds thinner? Well, then he should find like a 14-year-old girl who has like not gone through puberty, right? Or like, does he want to like, you know, I don't know. I don't really know what he wants. Like, does he want like someone who has like completely flawless, smooth skin? Well, I mean, I can't really do anything about that either. I mean, this is what my business is made from, you know? So, so there's nothing I can do to make him happy with me, and that's okay. And yes, I felt sad about it because I was like, oh, it would have been nice to like have like a boyfriend and like have like, you know, mutual friends and like all hang out together. But, you know, not the end of the world. There's 7 billion other people in the world. Life moves on. And now that I think about it, I was just kind of like, you know, I don't even want to date a guy who's that superficial, right? I at least thought like, you know, wouldn't you at least want to get to know me? You know, like after, you know, going on this like 1 hour coffee date, like don't you want to get to know more of my business, of my dreams, of my careers, of my aspirations? Do you want to know like, you know, what my family is like, and do you want to know like what thoughts are going in my head? And like I think the beauty of getting to know someone is like knowing all parts of them, right? Not just like the parts that you like to see, but like everything about them. That is what makes humans and us so unique and so amazing. But no, you don't want to get to know that because I simply was not pretty enough, or I was not his type, I guess. But I mean, I don't think I want to be with a guy like that. You know, I want to be with a guy who will love me, or at least want to get to know me, not because of superficial things, but wants to get to know me because he really likes my ambition, or he likes that I'm crazy, or he likes Daisy, right? He likes me. I might change a lot in appearance, but I don't want a guy to leave me because, you know, I look different, right? Like I don't think anybody wants that. So I don't really want to be with a guy who is so big on being superficial. And I also think like it's not just guys who do this, but I think women were also very guilty of it too. I have a couple of friends who are like, they will not talk to a guy, literally. They will not talk to a guy unless he's like over 6 feet tall. Like they will not talk to him. And it makes me a little bit sad because, you know, a guy cannot control his height. And it has nothing to do with how good of a husband or a boyfriend or a person he is. Like, height has no correlation with that. So, you know, why just completely push someone off and not even want to get to know them because of something they can't control? And I think what's so funny in our society today is like, all of a sudden when you're pretty, right, and you're beautiful and you're tall and you're successful, everybody wants to get to know you, right? They're so interested in you, right? I guess just that's how life works. You know, overall, I'm just like very happy that I didn't end up with him or didn't go on a second date with him. I'm just very happy that like, you know, nothing was ever pursued between us two, and that, you know, we are going along our separate lives. But let me know in the comments below if you've ever, I guess, pushed someone away for the way they look, or if you have felt this way about like not being fit to some certain guy's standard. And let me know how it makes you feel. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. And oh, I was actually thinking of doing like a series of like dating stories. I think that would be really fun. And I kind of held back from doing it because I thought it'd be too personal, but I don't know. I might as well use these guys for content in my like YouTube channel, right? Because I'm running out of ideas. I'm just kidding. Let me know if you guys want to hear it. I'll probably like tell you guys a story like a long time after it happened, so like it's not like super recent. It's not like I come back from a date and like I make a video and like upload it the next day and he's like watching, like googling me like, oh my god, that's what this freak thinks about me. That'd be so hilarious. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.